Let me see your shoes, guys. What do they look like? Hey, all right, they're still intact. Way to go.
My name is Christy Swain and I'm from Grassy Narrows. I just want to talk about the walk a little bit. This walk came out of frustration with the way how our people are being criminalized for trying to protect our land and our rights for our future generations. And it's really amazed me that these young people from my community joined this walk. And it was at the last minute that this walk came together, because when the KI leaders were arrested, I felt, angry. In my mind I was saying, even leaders are starting to get thrown in jail for doing something right for our people. And having blockades and writing letters and doing rallies and having protests and writing letters to the government, doing all these things is throwing us in jail. Even building cabins on our own land is getting us charged. So this walk was a spiritual journey that along the way we put tobacco down and we asked the Creator and the grandfathers to wake our people up, to start standing up more. And the purpose of this walk was to try and find an answer. And throughout this walk there's been many different messages. Every day was a new message, right down to ourselves, working with ourselves and working together as a family and as a community. And it also signified unity because of the people that have walked with us. People joined us from different communities and different nations. Right from the beginning, there was 2 young men from 6 nations that walked with us. And another message, I guess a dream that I want to share with you guys on this journey. When we were in Mishpachatan, there was a beach and we were able to walk onto this island, and there was 7 of us who went on the island and fasted. And there was a dream that came to me, and in my dream I was in a longhouse, and in my dream I knew I was sad because I had lost my baby. My baby girl's 2 years old, and in my dream she was gone. And I walked out one door, and on this side that I came out, the earth was gray. There was no leaves in the trees. There was no grass. There was a little puddle of mud there. And there was these people standing there laughing and pointing at me. And I was so sad because they weren't trying to help my baby. She was in the puddle. And I was crying really hard. And this old woman came to me and she said, "Come with me." She said, "Let's go out this way." So we went out that way. And when we went out that way, the grass was green and the trees, there was leaves, and there was a little river. And in the middle of there was in the center there was black earth. And she came in there and she said, "Come help me grow this garden." So I went and I was crying because I was crying for the loss of my child. And as I was digging, I was pulling out her clothes, and I could smell her clothes, and it made me cry harder. Then all these young people that are with me on this walk came to me, and they started to dig into the earth, and they started to pull out our pipes and drums and all these sacred items, medicines. And the old woman in my dream said, "Keep digging because you're bringing her to life." And that's what this walk was we were walking to bring the earth back to life and to bring our future generations back to life. And another message that I wanted that came with this walk is unity, that, you know, all of us, we have to stand together, all the Anishinaabe, all over Turtle Island. We have to stand together. Six Nations, Tyendinaga, Ardoch, KI, Grassy Narrows, the BC people that are taking a stand. We all have to stand together to be a bigger voice, because we're all standing for the same reason. We're all standing up for the land and for future generations. We're all doing this together. I want to acknowledge all these young people that came on this walk. I'm going to introduce them by name. So there's Darlene Meekan from Saugeen Reserve. My son Edmund. My auntie Mariah. Her husband Sasha. Darian Loon from my community. Simon Pettigon from Grassy Narrows. Kiefer Misuepitan from Grassy Narrows. Carissa Swain, my daughter. My husband Wrangler from Six Nations. Youngblood from Six Nations. Aaron Bottle from Ozenburg. Ashley Bottle from Ozenburg, and his son Tyrell. Alvin Papase from Grassy Narrows. Izzy Fobister from Grassy Narrows. Corn Blisters from Grassy Narrows. Toby Misuepitan from Grassy Narrows. Lawrence Anshkineb from Lac Seul. Keegan from Serpent River, Keegan Dave. Shanice DeRoger from Grassy Narrows. Faith Kijek from Grassy Narrows. Katrina Ashopanas from Grassy Narrows. So that's the group. We had two 2-year-olds with us on the trip. And my daughter here, Carissa, she's 7 years old. And she walked until she had blisters on her feet. She walked 10 kilometers. All these young people suffered for everybody across Turtle Island. They had blisters on their feet. A young man broke his toe. A young woman sprained her ankle, but they kept walking. They didn't stop. They kept going. No matter how much in pain they were, they kept going. Every day. We covered 100 kilometers a day. And one of the hardest things was that on this walk, we started with nothing, just ourselves, our feet, and our tobacco. And we made it here with nothing, just our feet and our tobacco. All the communities, I want to say thank you to all the communities that helped us on this walk. All the communities along what's highway? along the way here. And I want to say a big miigwech to Six Nations for walking with us and for taking us into their community for a couple days. Okay, I guess we're cut off. Miigwech.